Welcome back to Nova Wallet's Polkadot in Action series. In this episode, we will take a look at Interlay's DeFi hub. To get started using the first truly decentralized Bitcoin DeFi hub, head to Nova Wallet's staff browser and select the Interlay hub. To issue iBTC, you need to bridge over native BTC. To do this, simply select the menu in the top left of the screen and select iBTC. You may need to sign some terms and conditions before interacting with the Interlay DeFi hub. Make sure that you have Issue selected and input the amount of BTC that you wish to bridge over to Interlay. Then select Issue and sign the transaction. Make sure to take note of all the contextual information that Nova and the Interlay DeFi Hub dApp provide you with, including transaction fees. Once the transaction is complete, a pop-up window will appear providing you with a Bitcoin address that you should send your previously chosen amount of BTC to. Send the BTC to that address, and after a few Bitcoin blocks have been finalized, you will receive your iBTC on Interlay. Now that you have your iBTC, you can dive into some Bitcoin DeFi. Interlay's lending protocol allows you to trustlessly lend and borrow tokens. Assets used in lending start to earn interest immediately, and can then be used as a deposit for an over-collateralized loan. Head on over to the lending page and select the asset that you wish to lend. In this case, we will choose iBTC. Enter the amount of tokens that you wish to lend and then select the lend button. Sign the transaction, and afterwards your lending position will be created and will be visible at the top of the lending page. When you lend tokens, you will receive a Q token receipt which is reflective of your lending position. You can see these Q tokens within Nova's native interface. Let's go back to the Interlay DeFi hub and use our lending position as a deposit for an over-collateralized loan. Toggle the collateral option next to your position and then select Use Token as Collateral. After the transaction has been finalized, you will see a summary of your collateral as well as your borrow balance at the top of the lending page. Let's use our collateral to borrow some USDT. Scroll down on the lending page until you get to the Borrow Markets section. Select the token that you wish to borrow, in this case USDT. Enter the amount of tokens that you wish to borrow, and please make sure that you carefully review your liquidation ratio and fully understand how over-collateralized debt positions work. Select Borrow, and after the transaction has been finalized, you will now see a summary of your borrow balance at the top of the lending page. Interlay's DeFi hub also, of course, allows you to swap between a range of tokens. Let's use this feature to acquire more USDT. Navigate to the swap page and then select the tokens that you wish to swap between. Input the amount of tokens that you wish to swap and then select Swap and sign the transaction. We can now use our newly acquired USDT along with our iBTC tokens to provide some liquidity on the Interlay DeFi hub and earn some extra rewards. Please ensure that you are familiar with the risks of liquidity provision, including impermanent loss. Navigate to the Pools section in the Interlay DeFi hub and select the tokens to provide liquidity for. In this case, let's select LP iBTC USDT. Enter the amount of tokens that you wish to use. Remember that you need to deposit a 50-50 ratio of tokens when providing liquidity. Select Add Liquidity and sign the transaction. After it has been finalized, you will be able to see your LP position at the top of the page, including information about it such as the APR and volume of that pair. Interlay and Kintsugi LP tokens can be viewed from Nova's native assets screen. We hope that this video has helped you to understand the power of Interlay's truly decentralized Bitcoin DeFi hub.